Okay, so this is going to be for swing out. What I really want you to work on, when you start, if you've got the beginning, then you need to work on the B section, which starts on line 3. And you need to work on the last line of page 1 and the first line of page 2, okay? And you need to make sure that you're looking at your notes, not just doing it by ear. So once you practice, you're gonna look at the last line of page 1, and the first note in the right hand is on a space. So you're gonna say, oh, F-A-C-E spells face. It says put your 4th finger on letter what? A is correct. We're swinging our 8th notes. Let's try to play the last line of page 1 together. Remember that the first beat will be a rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. Okay, and then you can play that through a bunch of times, do your left hand, then do both hands. When you're done with that, turn the video back on, because at the end, I've got the whole thing you can play along with, plus the duet, all right? But we gotta get the whole thing down. So once you get the last line of page 1 with both hands good, resume the video. Now we're gonna start on page 2, first line, all right? Also starts with a rest, also starts with an A. However, this time it's not the 4th finger, it's the 2nd finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, now if you couldn't keep up with me, that means you need to turn off the video and practice this, all right? You need to practice measure 1, however old you are. Then measures 1 and 2, however old you are. Then measures 1, 2, 3, however old you are. The whole line, how old you are. When you do that, you will definitely know this line. Then resume the video and play along with me again. Once you have it, add your left hand. Once you have both hands, we're gonna play the whole song together. So you can pause the video, practice, and when you're ready, turn it back on and it'll have both parts, the whole song you can play along with. Okay, so I'm guessing you've turned the video back on. So we're gonna do both hands, the whole song. Try to play along. There's 4 beats before you come in. If you make a mistake, try to keep going or come back in when you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now any spot that you couldn't keep up with, let's just say, for example, it was the last line. If you couldn't keep up with the recording on the last line, or whatever part it is that you lost, playing with it, you're gonna pause the video and you're going to practice that line however old you are. And you're gonna do each measure however old you are, then the whole line however old you are. So if you're, let's just look at the last line, for example. If you're 10 and you do this 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, that's 40 times. And then you're gonna do the whole line 10 times. That's 50 times. After 50 times, you ought to know the line, all right? So however old you are, if you're 8, you do each measure 8 times. If you're 10, you do each measure 10 times. Whichever line got you when you were playing that. When you completed that, turn the video back on, rewind it a little, and try to play with me again. Now, if you've mastered the whole song slowly like that, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, okay? And I'm also gonna play the duet part, but you have to have mastered the previous recording, okay? Don't try to play this fast one if you have not mastered the other one, okay? So turn the video, pause if you need to master the other one, work on it. Once you've mastered it, press resume to play on the very final challenge, which is me playing the duet and a faster tempo, all right? Here we go. If you've turned the video back on, you're ready for the final challenge. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that was quite the challenge. It was pretty fast. If you look at your song, you've got the title in the middle, you've got the treble clef and the time signature telling you you're counting to 4 beats in a measure. If you look above the time signature, you've got those 2 eighth notes, and then it shows, you know, that it equals quarter note eighth because you're doing swinging eighth notes. If you look above that, it says swing 112 to 120. 112 to 120 is how fast we're supposed to be going. That was 119 or 120 that we just went. So that was the fastest, okay? So if you couldn't keep up with it, keep practicing or keep trying, play along, play one hand if you need to with that fast version, and have a little fun with it. And you should master the song by next week.